A new era begins as OKTAGON MMA, Europe's best MMA show, is coming to the UK for the very first time. OKTAGON 48 will go down on November 4th at the world-renowned AO Arena in Manchester, where UK fans will experience the electric atmosphere and heart-pounding action that OKTAGON MMA is known for across Europe and beyond. We will bring some of MMA's biggest names, plus a feature bout that puts two UK stars that nobody would expect to see inside the cage going head-to-head after 10 months of vigorous training.
Ladies and gentlemen, crowd, one more time, Paul Smith!
One of the UK's best comedians will take on reality TV superstar Jake Quickenden.
This, the fight that many people have had their eyes on.
You will see UK MMA's rising star, Liverpool's Shamrock.
And one of the most well-known, most dangerous.
This phenom has already racked up 8 victories before the time limit, with 7 of them in the very first round. And the cherry on top will be the grand finale of the MMA reality TV show, OKTAGON Challenge, England versus Ireland. After 2 months of the TV show, at this night in Manchester, the OKTAGON Challenge champion will be crowned.
That's it!
Great Britain, OKTAGON MMA is coming. November 4th at the AO Arena in Manchester.
Which side will you enter the side? Somebody you faced before as well?
Let's do a rematch, man.
S těmito slovy si vybral dánský reprezentant Glismann svého soupeře Melvina Van Suijdama z Nizozemska.
Civilním povoláním učitel tělocviku naznačil svůj potenciál v prvním kole Tipsport Gamechangeru.
MVS charge forward.
V něm si suverénně poradil s Rado Úškrtem.
A lot of trouble now.
Melvin Van Suijdam.
Spartakus postoupil do čtvrtfinále Ligy mistrů s velkým přehledem.
Good shots on top here now, good pressure.
Hoci sa jeho súper na poslednú chvíľu zmenil. Nedal Kalašníkovi najmenšiu šancu.
Big right hands landing. Big shots, needs to stop leaving those arms. Kalashnik is deep underwater right now.
Žebříčkově nejvýše postavený zápasník pyramidy svého soupeře před 5 lety porazil ve druhém kole na submisi.
I have a lot of respect for this guy, man. I think he deserved the rematch.
He has something to lose because he already won for me. I have nothing to lose, so the pressure is on him.
He could choose someone else for easy win. It will be a real hard fight. I think he really make a mistake.
I have to go in there and prove I'm still better than him. Let's do one more spectacular submission.
So here we go. This man, MVS, that look on his face, we saw it once before. No, he hasn't. He's not coming out to the Terminator music, right? You cannot steal that before Carlos Vimola makes the walk. But look, MVS, what a guy, what a man. OKTAGON 40, he stepped in there. There were 14 different nations represented in that opening bracket, 16 of the best welterweights, and he took on arguably the most dangerous, the hardest hitting coming out of Slovakia in Radovan Uskert. He was the underdog in that fight, but he showed us so much. Not just his skills, not just his heart, but his will to win. He recognizes this as the tournament, the chances, the opportunity, the spotlight, the stage that can change his life. The game changed in Ostrava, but everything changed for this man on OKTAGON 40.
Put on an extremely impressive performance to take away that victory. Was in a lot of trouble as well, got caught very heavily. We saw that smile change because he came into the whole fight smiling like that and then got caught, I believe, with a big left hook from Ushka that sent him to the mat. But then he just came alive from that moment and really developed and grew into the fight and showed all the different dimensions of mixed martial arts. And like we all know, this is a rematch. 5 years in the making, I believe, as well as that main event.
2018.
And he says, I'm a different man now, I'm a different fighter now. He's going to have to prove those words tonight.
Well, listen, you can change so much in 6 months, in a year, 5 years. He has evolved. He has made the statement, I am the most well-rounded and I will prove this tonight when I step in here, face a guy who's beaten me before and show him he made a mistake picking this fight. Now making the walk, making his way for the second time to the octagon cage is this man, Spartacus, Louis Glismann. What an outstanding skill set this man has, but he proved in the last fight against Kalashnik, the real territory which he shines in is on the ground, in the grappling with his jiu-jitsu. He showed that in 2018, 5 years ago, against this very man. He didn't just beat him, Luke. He dominated him in round one, multiple submission attacks from the top, taking the back, head and arm chokes. Then in round number two, he reapplied that pressure, almost played with his prey before taking the back, leaning forward and gaining what he says to me is his favorite submission of his entire career. Leaning over, getting that Sulio stretch, that extended knee bar from back, however you want to call it. It was an outstanding performance with a highlight reel finish.
And to have that on the resume and have that in the back of your mind as you're coming in here as a rematch that you selected, I feel he's supremely confident coming in here and looks in incredible shape compared to the last time we saw him out. Last time we saw him, there was rumors of problems in the background, rumors with him having personal issues, health issues, all these sort of things. And I felt we didn't see the best Glismann that night that we had. He said he was at 40%.
It was his coach last night. We were sat with his coach and he said, look, no one really knows what happened on the run into that fight. No one really knows how hard it was just to get him to make the walk, make the weight. They said, and he performed as he did in a tough fight. A fight was changed the night before. He was initially set to fight Gogaladze. Gogaladze missed weight not once, but twice, meaning Kalashnik in the reserve fight stepped up a completely different fight, but he still found a way to get the win, get the victory. His coach said last night, and he said it with a glint in his eye, you saw 40% of what this man can do. In camp, he has been destroying everyone, absolutely everyone, and he wants to showcase that tonight again in this rematch against Melvin Van Suijdam. They touch gloves as he enters the cage. We look at the tail of the tape between these two. 2 years the younger is Glismann. Height and reach identical. Slight more experience on the side of Melvin Van Suijdam, but look at the Tipsport odds. A heavy underdog Van Suijdam. A heavy favorite is the one, the only Spartacus Louis Glismann. Let's get it underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first quarterfinal of €1 million prize spot in Tipsport Gamechanger welterweight pyramid. This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and the referee in charge is Jan Woborník. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He is 34 years old, stands 181 centimeter tall, weight in 77.4 kilo. Represent Team Vandenberg, and the coach in his corner is Albert Echtel. He has a professional record of 19 fights, 14 wins, 12 finishes, only 5 losses. Fighting out of Netherlands, Melvin Van Suijdam. In the red corner, 33 years old, stands 181 centimeter tall, weight in 77.6 kilo. Represent Arte Suave, and the coach in his corner are Nikolaj Kuboti, Jakim Christensen and Nick Barno. He has a professional record of 12 fights, 10 wins, 8 finishes and only 2 losses. Representing Neruda Cup team Skupina 7 and fighting out of Denmark, Louis Spartakus Glismann.
Guys, you know this game as well. Go hard for win, but make it fair and stay within the rules all the time. If you want to touch gloves, do that and step back to the corner. Best of luck for both of you.
Jan Woborník, the third man inside the cage for the first of our Tipsport Gamechanger quarterfinals. These two looking to claim their spot in the semi-finals. This a rematch, the wry smile on the face of Melvin Van Suijdam, NVS. He is in the blue corner taking on Louis Glismann. in the red corner, black shorts. Denmark versus the Netherlands. Southpaw versus orthodox. Glismann switching stances. Oh, big heavy shot there, overhand right from MVS.
MVS coming out very fast there. Explosive start with that right hand, showing confidence. Glismann analyzing, waiting.
And Van Suijdam, he said when we first fought, that was the start of my MMA career. My game then was the top game, was wrestling. My worst position was the ground.
Oh, nice stiff jab, lands from Glismann.
Was the ground on the bottom. He stepped away then, Luke, for about 3 years, 4 years, 2013 to 2017, to work just on his striking. And now he's coming in looking for the takedown. That's a surprise.
Interesting decision to try and take down Glismann as he goes to work ground front headlock here. Good hips from Glismann as he goes.
Oh, he loves this position, looking for the cradle. Glismann, so good, so
Has
strong.
hold of the neck now. Good bite here on this guillotine.
Right in front of us. MVS doing the right thing, fighting the hands, pushing away. Good again, but this Glismann, watch this. He's
With good confidence so far from MVS, though, looking for his own takedown, not afraid of the grappling, getting involved in the exchanges, landed a good couple of shots early on.
yeah, really good.
Great hips from him as well.
Back up against the cage from Glismann, right in front of us in the commentary position. And what a tournament this has been. We were electrified.
Big elbows here from MVS. Those ones hurt. You can see the grimace. We can see the grimace on the face of Glismann right in front of us.
Oh, look at that. Snap down and look at the reversal.
And
Stepping
MVS
over.
Stepping over the top, trying to take the back, maybe going for the armbar here.
Still keeping hold. Let go now.
Big shot there, though, from Glismann. Very varied game.
And this is a position he dominated in the first fight. He even gave me a little wry smile today. He said, do you reckon I can set up the second of those knee bars from back? The second Suliov stretch against the man.
Well, great position here as he has that left hook. And his hips are just perfectly placed over the top. Overleaning a little bit now, overextended.
Oh.
Trying to look for the neck. Maybe has this under now already. This left arm is creeping underneath the neck. No. Great work here from MVS to try and shuck him off.
Well, to survive that one attack alone shows a little bit of experience and, you know, movement in the skill set of Van Suijdam. Now both hooks in, though. Oof.
Yeah, now trying to attack the neck again. Maybe just breaking his man down. We're halfway through this first round. Has been an interesting first one. MVS surviving the onslaught on the ground thus far.
I like the way he keeps this second hook out as well. He makes this so he can make adjustments. You see it so often with his game. He'll keep that second hook out just so he can keep that basing leg to stop any movement.
Nice elbow to right hand here. Needs to be careful he doesn't.
Now he's reset it. Look at that. He is so good. Locking those feet together, just keeping that now, riding into that.
Nice work there from MVS. To avoid the back, go to the guard. Beautiful reversal. Just shows the development of his game.
5 years is a long time in mixed martial arts. 1 minute 35 seconds is left in this first round. Oi. Big shots to the body here, wow.
The opening up is Glismann.
Blood from the nose and the mouth of MVS now. Top pressure. When I talked to the coach of Glismann about the rounds, he said watching him go through, literally slice through people in training, in his camp. He said it's a different level, a different focus, a different motivation since he's joined this tournament.
And just to get back to all fours. Hips are high. Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, he's... And pushes
Gets
him
shot
back to the
down.
mount.
Last minute here in this first round. Trying to get maybe on that bulldog choke. Nice work here, pushing that head down. Hips come high again. Good work from MVS. Gets...
Oh, look at that. Crucifix
down
position.
With that reverse crucifix, yeah. Grabs hold of that arm. This is just a nice elbow again, though, from the bottom.
You
Cheeky little
heard
shot.
that snap, right?
Went for it again. We could see now Glismann could roll.
Oh, it's the roll for the omoplata.
Oh, this would be a very high-level finish. MVS aware of it, though, coming out to making the right movements.
Just hanging on that left arm of MVS, keeping
Gets the
it.
elbow out now, though, does MVS. Shoves it back inside. Still in this crucifix position.
10 seconds left in this first round. Oh,
Now
he's
he
rolling
rolls
for
the
it.
omoplata, and
Wow.
he has it, he has it, he
Oh,
has
my
it.
goodness.
This is time.
He's got it.
Attack.
He's got it. Louis Glismann with finished him with the Suijdam stretch. Second time with the omoplata. Wow!
This inverted omoplata is extremely high-level finish. Beautiful display of grappling. That is a highlight reel. Twice now against MVS. Like you said, Suijdam, and now this.
Listen, he said, I want to do something special. He stepped in, he picked that man to face. He waited for that moment, and when he rolls, it's rare you see those finishes. The speed of the tap from Van Suijdam shows just how deep that lock was in.
And it was the dying moments of that first round as well. I think there was 3 or 4 seconds left on the clock, but he had took his time setting it up and then rolled for it athletically, and it definitely hurt as you saw the speed of the tap. Beautiful stuff from that man. 2-0 against MVS.
Look at that, this guy, the coach is looking at me through the cage. Unbelievable stuff from that team, from that corner. And they believed in him so much. They said, and it was with a glint in his eye, look, you saw 40% of what Glismann can do. But tonight he showed it all, showed us exactly why he is one of the most dangerous submission artists. But there is nothing but respect between these two. That is one of the most beautiful moments of this sport, the best bit of the sport. But tonight belongs to Louis Glismann. Talk us through this finish, Luke.
Here we get to see some of the highlights. Glismann opened up as well with nice jab, and I think he went for a head kick. Here's where he manages to get it straight to the ground. MVS reverses well, looks to take the mount on the back, but doesn't quite get it and ends up on the bottom. From that moment onwards, it pretty much was all Glismann. A few little glimmering moments from MVS. Nice elbow from the bottom, for example. But it was a bit of a beatdown. And then you see here as he rolls through for this omoplata. And controlling that leg is the important part here as he extends it. Beautiful work. And you can see the frustration.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to the action. After 4 minutes, 57 seconds in the very first round, and the winner by omoplata is Louis Glismann. The first semi-final Tipsport Gamechanger Pyramid.
Goodness, my friend, jiu-jitsu baby, oh my God. First of all, when you fought 5 years ago, you got the knee bar from back, the Suijdam stretch. Today, the omoplata finish. How happy are you with that?
Are you not entertained, Prague? This is a fucking gladiator moment. Wow, man, it's unbelievable. I am really happy about the finish. That's why I fight, is to showcase my beautiful jiu-jitsu. And I talked to you about extending my highlight reel. Here, one more, we go, baby!
Listen, I'm hoping we can see this on the screen because you set it up and you almost rolled for it the first time. Then you readjusted to get the elbow tighter inside. Talk us through this finish.
I've done it so many times in the gym. So it's actually an inverted omoplata. It's not a usual omoplata as you see. So this is actually a very special submission that I don't think many has done in MMA at professional level. So, wow, I'm so happy for this submission.
That submission has earned you a spot in the semi-final of the Tipsport Gamechanger. You will face off either against Michailidis or Grabinski. They will fight in Oberhausen June 17th. Have you got a message for either of those men down the camera tonight?
Hey man, let the best man win. You're both fucking amazing fighters, so let me see who's the best and I will fuck you up afterwards.
Listen, you are an amazing fighter. Denmark, stand up. The one, the only, Louis Glismann.
A new era begins as OKTAGON MMA, Europe's best MMA show, is coming to the UK for the very first time. OKTAGON 48 will go down on November 4th at the world-renowned AO Arena in Manchester, where UK fans will experience the electric atmosphere and heart-pounding action that OKTAGON MMA is known for across Europe and beyond. We will bring some of MMA's biggest names, plus a feature bout that puts 2 UK stars that nobody would expect to see inside the cage going head-to-head after 10 months of vigorous training. One one of the UK's best comedians, will take on reality TV superstar Jake Quickenham.
This, the fight that many people have had their eyes on.
You will see UK MMA's rising star, Liverpool's Shamrock.
One of the most well-known, most dangerous.
This phenom has already racked up 8 victories before the time limit, with 7 of them in the very first round. And the cherry on top will be the grand finale of the MMA reality TV show, OKTAGON Challenge, England versus Ireland. After 2 months of the TV show, at this night in Manchester, the OKTAGON Challenge champion will be crowned.
That's it!
Great Britain, OKTAGON MMA is coming. November 4th at the AO Arena in Manchester.